on YouTube. Yeah. Yes, 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 yes. All right. We are live on YouTube. We are live on YouTube. How's everybody doing today? How's it going? Welcome to episode number 785 of Walking with Purpose Live. Live once again today from Red Morton Park here in beautiful, wonderful, amazing Redwood City, California, where I live. I'm out and about, late again. Had a lot to do, lots going on, lots of good stuff going on. I'm going to share with you folks what's going on here in just a little bit. I also have a great topic here to discuss for episode number 785 of Walking with Purpose Live. Hello, Bio Repair Guy Raleigh. How are you doing? Good evening to you as well, sir. Well, there are people playing with their dogs over here, so I'm going to have to take a different route. Great topic here to discuss today. Stay focused on your goals by avoiding distractions. Stay focused on your goals by avoiding distractions. That's critical. It's critical to success. You cannot let other people, no matter who they are, derail you from your path of success. That's the truth of the matter. I could say period and a story, but there's a lot more to it. Easier said than done, right? Anyway, again, welcome to episode number 785 of Walking with Purpose Live, again from Red Morton Park. For those of you that don't know me, my name is Elias Melas, but you can call me Eli for short, and I am the president and founder of the Genuine Networking Association, or GNA for short. And I've been running the organization between offline events and online events since 2011. So we've been doing this for over 13 years. And I've been an entrepreneur for over 15 years. So I have a lot of experience. A lot of experience regarding what I'm talking about personally and professionally. And even for me, as a professional, every single day I learn something new. And I've learned a lot of new things just over the last year that is going to allow me to further help people, right? Even the teachers are constantly learning. If you are going to be a good teacher of anything that you teach, you're always going to be constantly learning new things. You should be constantly learning new things because things change. And things have changed in this crazy modern digital world we all live in nowadays. Things have changed just over the last 2 to 5 years. And they're going to continue changing. They're going to continue evolving. Hey, ODN, I'll get to your chat message in just a second here. Hope you're having a great day as well, ODN. Yeah, ODN. I read your message, and I'm really not going to say too much about it because, to be honest with you, I really don't care. I am laser focused on building my dream and helping other good people build their dreams, right? And I understand that you, as a longtime follower and supporter of my content, and you've been a good friend, ODN, and I hope I've been a good friend to you too. I know we've had some misunderstandings over the years, but the truth of the matter is, I've always liked who you are and believed in you. And I think you're a lot smarter than the average person. That's what I respect about you. But yeah, dude, I mean, people are people. They're going to do what they're going to do. And some people are not willing to change. They're not willing to give something up or make sacrifices to better their future. Right? And that's okay. People can do what they want to do. Eventually, people that keep pressing their luck is going to run out. Because here's the thing, ODN. And give me a second here. Let me cut through this way because there are some people over there. Let me tell you this, ODN. When you play with fire, you get burned, right? When you play with fire, eventually you're going to get burned because at some point, all the negative shit that people are doing when they play with fire, it's going to flip on them, right? They're going to make one little mistake, or people will start to notice their mistakes and make their own decisions on whether they want to, be around people like that or not, right? Give me a second here. Yeah, ODN, you can look at it that way. Again, I'm not trying to discredit your messages. It's just that I'm not going to read messages directly. I'll respond to you indirectly. I'm just not going to read messages like that because I've honestly iced a lot of people out on here on YouTube. I've iced a lot of people out on here on YouTube, which is what I'm trying to say. Did I say it the right way? I think I did. And quite frankly, that ties into this topic directly, because unless you stay focused on your goals, dreams, and aspirations, and you allow distractions to get in your way, you're never going to reach your goals. You're only going to give the detractors or the people distracting you what they want, right? That's probably a good idea. You don't want to give them any recognition, just let them cook. Yeah, that's all good. It's all good. We've got, now there are a lot of people over here today. Give me a second here. I really would rather walk at the SF Bay Trail across town, but it just takes like 13 minutes to get there and 13 minutes back. And I've just had so much to do. Don and I have a lot of great things in the works, and Don and I talked a lot today. We had some really, really good conversations, and I've been looking at nutritious things to help Dawn with her eating disorder and all that. And then I'm not going to get into that today, but what I'll say is that there are some things that I've figured out along with her that I've ordered from Amazon, and she's starting to, eat those things, and it's working. And Dawn and I were going to go to Hollister today, but we're putting that off until next week on Wednesday because Hollister has a farmer's market on Wednesday, and Dawn wants to go to that. So we put it off. No big deal. And we were going to have a surprise for you folks today, but the surprise is going to be put off a little bit too. Excuse me, I've got a little gas. I don't know why. I haven't eaten too much today, but I did have some coffee and a little bit of a Rockstar energy drink. Hulk smash the like. It's good seeing you own them respect. Yeah, I get what you're saying, Odie, and I'm not trying to own anyone. Honestly, I'm at the point right now where this is my space. This is my YouTube channel and my lady's YouTube channel. The channels we run are our channels, and we don't even want to look at them as our channels. These channels are for the people that are open to gathering with us and going on a journey of personal development / self-improvement. These people are not open to personal development or self-improvement. They're stuck in a rut. They're stuck in, drama bullshit, right? And you know what? It's up to them how long they want to be stuck in that rut. There are many people stuck in that rut, right? Until the day comes where they're ready to finally move on from drama, or karma catches up with them so much to the point of where drama will swallow them up whole. Nothing's going to change. So it's like, it's pointless, right? Here's the thing, ODN. For a guy like myself that's trying to create a positive thing, right? There's no upside for me having any interaction with drama people. There's no upside. It's not my genre, right? I'm mentioning that now because I respect you, and I just want to be loyal and faithful to you because you've been loyal and faithful to me. I don't expect loyalty, but when someone's loyal to me, they automatically get my loyalty in return. I'm not like a lot of these drama creators that expect everyone on their staff and their audience to be completely loyal to them. And if anyone on their staff or in their audience goes anywhere else, especially someone perceived to be an enemy, they get all triggered and they say, "Oh, you're not being loyal." Listen, there's no such thing as loyalty for the most part, right? I don't expect anyone to be loyal to me. And see, here's the thing. People are more prone to be loyal to you when you don't expect them to be loyal to you, or when you don't expect anything from them at all. When you expect nothing from people and you just give, sometimes people sometimes people will just enjoy that. People will enjoy that. And when you are a believable, decent, honest person, sometimes people will just become loyal to you because they truly believe in your genuine ways. And that's all it boils down to, man. You cannot let people distract you away from the goals, dreams, and aspirations you're trying to create. That not only includes people out here on YouTube or any other social media platform that may be trying to attack you or trash you so that way they can get traction off of trashing you, because a lot of people do that. That's not the only thing. Those aren't the only people that can distract you from reaching your goals. But also friends, family members, even immediate family members. You can't allow anyone to get in the way of building your dream, because if you do, you will fail. You will 100% fucking fail every time. And I don't believe in failure, because failure is a stepping stone to success. But I've allowed people to consume myself and my time with their bullshit drama, right? And that caused me to fail, not fail overall, but that caused me failure to move my vision forward of what I'm trying to create. And it's taken me much longer to get my vision where I want to take it, because I've allowed people to distract me on YouTube, other social media platforms, and in the real world. Friends, family, etc. And at this point right now, with the rebrand to the GNA, I'm not letting anyone distract me at all. No one's going to distract me. These guys are out here, ODN, they're playing volleyball again, dude. And one dude just called a member of his team, ay cabron. You know, Spanish naughty word, right? Cabron and cabrona, right? Again, I better watch it. The YouTube artificial intelligence is smart in multiple languages globally. Are they wearing sandals? Some of them are. Some of them are wearing shoes, tennis shoes. Some are wearing sandals. I know, dude. Listen, man. ODN, I love everyone, right? And people can dress and be who they want to be, right? But I get what you're saying, ODN. Listen, ODN, you and I, even though you're more millennial, you actually should have grown up Gen X. You're more like a Gen Xer, dude, because I'll tell you, my late father, ODN, would love you, because you're a lot like my dad, and so am I, right? You have the same mindset. You're like, oh, what is going on today in this world, you know? If my dad was around now, he'd be like, what the fuck is wrong with men nowadays? Those men are big fucking pussies, like my son says. I'm serious. That's what my dad would say. My dad, God rest his soul, if he was around today, he would probably be running these shows with me, and he'd be like, these millennials are BFPs, son. Love you, Dad. That's coming from the same man that once told me it's funny what a man will do for a piece of pussy, right? It's funny what a man will do for a piece of pussy. Man, I was in my early 30s. My dad didn't like my girlfriend at the time, and he was right. I've shared the story many times, but it's a great time to reshare it because it's like, my dad was right. I'm 50 years old now. I look back and I'm like, man, it's funny what I've done in the past for a piece of Pete. It was pathetic, right? I mean, listen, I learned this stuff. I learned personal development primarily through the tons of mistakes I made through dating, the corporate workforce, being an entrepreneur, etc. I've made so many mistakes, man. And you learn from those mistakes and you look back and you're like, man, my dad was right. It's funny. It's funny what I did for a piece of pea back in those days. God bless you, man. Me and your dad would take a road trip and go pull up on people. That's funny, dude. That's funny, man. Yeah. Your dad seems pretty cool. Yeah, my dad was a good dude. Yeah. He was straight up like me. I got it from him. ODM, when I was 16, I crawled through the local sheriff's window to get with his daughter. He woke up and I hid in the closet. Then he went back to bed and I finished the deed. Well, dude, that's... Was it the actual sheriff? Not a deputy. It was the actual sheriff, right? So you went into the sheriff's house through his daughter's window to have a little fun as teenagers, right? I bet that was exciting that you got away with it because that's something I probably wouldn't do, dude. I don't know. Maybe I would. Maybe back at 16. I had a good girlfriend in high school, though. But if I didn't, like, or even in my early 20s when, I was like, I was just a weak, pathetic man. Like, the things I would do to get a woman back then is not what I do today. And that's what I'm trying to teach men at a younger age so they can improve their lives and better their lives younger than I did, right? Yes, sir. The sheriff in Grants Pass, Oregon. Oh, okay. Fantastic. We're going to do one more lap, folks. I'm going to take off the shades because it's going to be getting dark soon. One more lap. And then I got to run to the supermarket real quick. And I'm going to get some chicken fillet strips. And marinate in some other spices and stuff. And Don and I are going to cook dinner together tomorrow. I'm getting this stuff tonight so we can have it in the fridge and have it ready, Supermarket's not too far from where I'm at here, so it's all good. But anyway, you got to stay focused, folks. You got to stay focused on your goals, dreams, and aspirations by not allowing distractions to get in the way, right? I was talking about this with Don today, And by the way, just to make it very clear, this is a general statement out there because I've mentioned I've blocked. I've not only unsubscribed and hidden people from both channels, the main GNA channel, which used to be Coach Elias Melas, and now GNA2, which used to be Coach Eli 2. Okay, I've not only hidden them from the channel, I've also Google blocked them, so they can tag me in, but I won't get notified, and the tag will not effectively give them searchability, higher searchability in YouTube search results and Google results, right? So because of that, these motherfuckers have been tagging Dawn, right? So what did I do between yesterday and today? Because Dawn was telling me, she's like, I'm just ignoring this stuff. I said, you're still getting stuff? I said, I need to Google block people. I've hidden people from her channel, the account she uses out here, respectfully, maturely, professionally, right? And professionally, right? Respectfully, maturely, and professionally. But I went through and I started blocking people, Google blocking, right? So now, here's the thing. If people want to keep tagging Dawn in, it's going to be as ineffective as it's been tagging me. And she won't see any of it. Now, here's the thing. What we don't see doesn't affect us. And even if we see something every now and then, like, we're over it. We've experienced so much on the platform, and we are no longer allowing people to distract us away from our mission, our purpose, and what we're trying to build out here and what we're actually building out here, right? And eventually, if people continue to try to do this shit, and you're not going to even get anything from us. Like right now, I'm just making a general statement because I'm like, okay, if you want to keep spinning your wheels and keep doing the same stuff you've done for 6+ years, then go right ahead. But it's not going to do shit for you because you're blocked everywhere now, including on Dawn's accounts, right? And I'll tell you this, been a little more risque lately, but I don't care. It's a bitch move for you guys to go after a man's woman when you can't get to the man, right? It's a bitch move, right? Right, ODN? Like, here's the thing. People that have to go after a man's woman because they can't get to the man, that's the most pathetic thing any person, especially a man, can do. Even women doing it is pathetic, but men doing it is extremely pathetic, right? Because there's guy code. Every guy knows when it comes to women, they're off limits, right? Now, if you want to criticize something that Dawn is talking about, like if she's talking about President Trump, former President Trump, or Vice President Harris, or Biden, or whatever, if you want to criticize her on those things, no problem. But if you're going to attack Dawn as a way to try to get to me, that's a bitch move, especially by men. It is. And that's the most pathetic thing any man can do. And that's part of my training of personal development and self-improvement to you guys out there, right? Right here, through the network of GNA channels, GNA short for Genuine Networking Association, between this live streaming version of the GNA channels, GNA2 Genuine Live Personal Development, and then the main channel, GNA Genuine Personal Development. I've got some updates I'm going to share with you folks. Good stuff is coming. I'll tell you how we're going to do this, because we're going to be going more podcast style. We're going to be really amping this up with new people, new professional, decent people that I've known for years. I've met in person. We're going to be bringing in good professional people That's what I'm focused on. That's exactly what I'm focused on. ODN, I'm really starting to think, well, it's your opinion, bro. Yeah, I get it, dude. Everything about certain people screams. Everything about certain men screams B word. I get it, dude. Yeah. Even if you're going to try to go after a another man's woman because you need drama content, that's still a bitch move. It is. It's the biggest bitch move, period. End of story. But hey, if that's the way you want to continue to live your life and do things, that's on you. Right? And here's the thing, ODN. Actions have consequences, right? Like I said earlier, when people play with fire, they get burned, right? Right? When people do things they're not supposed to do, eventually everything catches up to them, right? And again, I wish no harm upon anyone. And I'm just saying that in general. But it's all good, man. It is what it is. I'm happy. Don's happy. And a lot of people over here, we're starting to get some people coming back. I've been getting a lot of emails from people that want to work with us. And here's the thing. Let's get into that, right? Let's get into the next phase. We're going to be doing, we're going to create like the GNA podcast. And we're going to call it GNA Member Spotlight. And we're going to do it. I used to collaborate with somebody that's no longer around. I cannot say anything more than that. But I used to run a podcast on an internet radio station, and then I put all the audio podcasts on demand on the GenuineNetworkingAssociation.org website. They're all still there. Called GNA DCN Member Spotlight. Well, because DCN's no longer around, we're going to stem off of that, and we're going to start the GNA Member Spotlight. And here's the thing. It's free to become a member of the GNA. And when we have a registration form ready, we will share with you how to register. There is a way to sign up on the website for free now, but I wouldn't do it because the website's going to get revamped. There's a lot of stuff in the works. But anyway, just to put it to you this way, okay? You can become an official member once there's the ability to sign up. And it's going to be a free sign up, right? But even people that are here commenting in good faith, you're automatically members. So we're going to start to interview people podcast style, and we're going to do it pre-recorded, and we're going to premiere those videos on the main channel, GNA, Genuine Personal Development, which used to be called Coach Elias Melas. Because I got to get some more content on there, and that's the pre-recorded channel. And we're going to probably start off by interviewing people. ODN, I'm open to interviewing you. People don't, and you don't have to come on camera. You can come on through StreamYard, audio only. I'm okay with that. As long as I know you're a real person, I don't mind if you come on camera or not. What's more important is having you there and hearing what you're saying, right? Now, coming on camera would be preferred because it's YouTube, but this podcast is something that I'm probably also going to put out there through the many various audio-only podcast platforms as well. ODN says, what types of interviews will you be doing? Okay, I'll share that with you in a second. ODN says, dude, your enemies would make so much more money if they just did content featuring You're a draw, bro. They don't have to be mean to you. ODN furthermore says, hell yeah, dude. We'll keep it professional, and then you just edit out the parts that you don't want. I prefer to not edit anything. I like to do what's called live on tape. I actually learned that from. I used to go down to Southern California when the Tonight Show with Jay Leno was recorded at NBC Studios in Burbank, which is near LA. And what they would do is they would record live on tape, and they would only like bleep things out if necessary, because they would record the show at 5 p.m. Pacific, which is 8 p.m. Eastern, and that would only give them 3.5 hours to make any minor edits before the show was cast at 11:30 Eastern, which is 8:30 Pacific, right? Actually, that'd give them less than that, because the show would take an hour to record. It'd be done by 6, which is 9 Eastern. They had 2.5 hours before it had to be broadcast on the East Coast, right? And so I like to do what's more so-called live on tape. But if something has to be edited, we can do that. And here's the thing, ODN, listen, a little profanity here and there like I've been using is not going to get your video removed or demonetized, but the context matters. We don't want to say, the racial slurs or the derogatory words for homosexual people and stuff. We don't want to use those words. That's risky. And plus, I don't want to be known as a guy that's hateful to anyone. People can live their lives the way they want to live their lives. It's all good, right? But yeah, dude, honestly, I mean, let me ask you this, ODN. When would you be open to recording a 1 to 2 hour interview? Because I don't have a problem starting with you first, and I don't have a problem recording that even over the weekend. It's not a problem. ODN says, bro, that's an excellent idea. I guarantee you there would be no trolls, and certain people would be trying to copy your style. And then furthermore, audience says, anytime you want, bro, I tried to add you to Messenger. I was going to come visit you here in a couple of months or so. Well, let me see what's going on Messenger. I don't think I blocked you on Messenger, man. I don't think I did. Let me see what's going on Messenger, and I'll figure it out so we can talk. No problem, because now this whole thing has blown over, and we're all good. I mean, here's the thing, ODN. You didn't know me initially when I started my first channel. I think you found out about me towards the end of my first channel in 2018, or when I came back after I shut down my original Coach Eli channel. When I came back in 2018, I was Coach Eli, uncompromising business and personal relationship coaching. All right. I used to do a lot of pre-recorded interviews. I actually prefer the pre-recorded interviews. The problem is when you go live and then you build up a live audience and you do pre-recorded stuff, a lot of times some of your live audience doesn't watch your pre-recorded stuff, right? But then I realized that the reason why sometimes your live audience is bigger is because they're drama people, and they're looking to see what you're going to say that could create more drama for other people they follow, right? So at this point, I don't care. I want to create more pre-recorded content, and that content will be able to be recorded without distractions. And then we can do a premiere with a live chat. People can still super chat during the premiere. They can super sticker, etc. We can run members only live chats through those premieres. right? We could even do some members only content as well. There's a lot we can do with a lot of this stuff, right? And that's what we're going to do. And here's the thing. My first round of interviews with people is going to be primarily asking them, how often do you use YouTube? What do you use YouTube for? If you have a channel, we can talk about that. If you don't have a channel, I'll say, how much content and time do you spend on YouTube consuming content? And what have your experiences been like between watching pre-recorded videos, commenting in the comment sections, or even if you've also participated in live stream chats, how has that experience been for you? I want to get different perspectives from other mature people on what they've experienced on this platform and maybe some other social media platforms, because like what I've seen over the last 6 years is that a lot of these platforms are flooded with conservative extremists or millennials that love to meme people, that are big on memes, right? And there are a lot of good people creating real content out here, but there are a lot more doing stupid shit for traction, like the millennials with their memes, like some of the Trump supporters that are very angry and bitter and hateful towards anything anyone says, even if it makes sense, right? So I want to see what other people are experiencing. And I want to compare it to what I've seen. And I think the more and more people we interview first round initially and ask them that, the more data I can gather and figure out, hey, well, what's the right way to bring more positivity to a platform like YouTube? And here's the thing, in the real world, ODN, here's the thing. Do you know the majority of content nowadays on TV is true crime? You go to these streaming sites and like literally 75-80% of the content is true crime. Why? Because people want to see the shit show. If somebody dies, they want to see, you know, how it happened, who did it, why they did it, right? It's all about negative shit. And what I want to do is flip the fucking script for once and make positive reinforcement, happy content go fucking viral instead of the shit show, right? Angels Asylum. ODN says anytime you want, bro. I tried to add, okay. Yeah, I'll look into it tonight or tomorrow morning and we'll figure it out, ODN. Angels Asylum, yeah, I personally like the live streams being actually live so I can communicate with the channel holder and ask questions. Well, you can do that pre-recorded too through the comments section, Angel. ODN, I don't know when you when you and that JB guy were before I ever talked to any of you guys. I was on YouTube since 2007. That other dude was pretty much nothing, though he didn't have any supporters. Yeah, listen, and ODN, I'll say this. I don't really care about it anymore, but I'll say that a lot of these people built some, if not most or all, of their audience off of my name. And you know what? Like I've said recently, and I'll say it again here, more power to you. I actually helped you. You'll never admit I helped you, but I did. I've helped all these people. Every single person that's come at me in some capacity, ODN, I've helped them in some way, shape, or form. And again, I don't want a pat on the back for it. I don't want anything for it at all. You know? I don't want anything for it. My hopes are that one day, even these people that don't realize what they're doing now will realize it down the road and say, you know what? Yeah, it's time for me to throw in the towel against this stupid, fake instigated drama bullshit content, right? Oh, Dan, they literally rode on your coattails. Yeah, all of them. Yep. Yeah, and they're still trying to a certain extent. I don't pay that much attention to it. They're all blocked. The only way I can see what these people are doing is by manually going to their channels. Like, I blocked these people. I've hidden them from the two channels Don and I run out here and from Don's channel, Respectfully, Maturely, and Professionally. And I've also Google blocked them on all three of the channels, including Don's. Don's has no content. It's just she's a managing moderator and she's also a channel manager and has access to the entire channel. The only thing she can't do is delete the channel, but she can delete videos, she can do whatever, anything else in the channel besides delete the channel. Matt's Tube, how's it going, Eli? Going quite well, Matt's Tube. How are you doing? Welcome to the show. Matt's Tube, is that a new account? I did change the name. I did change the name. Matt's Tube, weren't you on another account in here and you got banned the other day? Okay. No, that was probably somebody else. I'm sorry, I've had so much going on. It's been difficult to remember. By the way, folks, brand new month, August 1st, 2024. So the month is over. Don and I want to thank everyone. Don and I want to thank everyone for all of your donations. We missed our goal last month, probably by $150 or so. But that's okay. I'll make up the money somewhere else. Maybe through investments or something else over the next 2 to 3 weeks before we get paid out from Google and YouTube, and then I send Don that money. But thank you, Odian and Tia. Very noteworthy. You folks have been very monetarily supportive and supportive in general. What else was I going to say? Yeah, I might have been confusing you with somebody else, but I remember you, Mets, too. Welcome back. Angels Asylum, I like the authenticity of the streamers and seeing their face expressions. I don't know. It just seems more personable. In my opinion, it's just my opinion. I understand why you'd want to do premieres, though. Do you day trade? Like, no, I don't do day trading. I think the only people that should do day trading are people that are worth millions and can afford to lose a lot of money. You don't want to end up becoming like a guy named MJ that invested all of his money a couple of times in very high-risk stocks that could have made him a lot of money, and he lost it all. Unless you can afford to take a big hit and still be afloat, day trading is not a good idea. I don't day trade. I have the option to, I just don't. Now I can shift around investments and stuff. but I don't day trade. Too risky. I cannot afford to take a big hit right now. I can't. And most people can't. It's not saying anything bad about me. It's just that most people can't. Now, if you're worth like $8 million and you're day trading, that's no problem. You lose 100 grand, 50 grand, 10 grand, 5 grand. You even if you lose half a million or a million, you still have 7 million left. The problem is even for people that have money, when they lose a million and they have 7 million left, they risk another million, they make up the million they lost. Now they're losing 2 million, right? And if they don't stop, eventually they're going to lose it all unless they get lucky and it pays off, right? But more often than not, day trading is very risky and you lose most of the time. Valid point, says Angel. Odian, I invest in Raython every once in a while. What is that? Is that a company? I never did any trading. Matt's Trade, do you not have a 401k or IRA? Do you not have a corporate retirement plan or an individual retirement plan? Or individual retirement account. Let's use the acronym properly. Elias authentic. Trans. Big call. How'd you find out about the channel? Military Industrial Complex Investments. Okay. I don't have a 401k opted out. Why did you? Well, let me ask you this, Matt's Tube. Why did you opt out of having a 401k? Is it because your bills are tight and you can't afford a 401k? Because 401ks are pre-tax dollars. I don't mean to be rude, bro, but it'd be stupid to not put at least 5% of your income in a 401k. I'd suggest putting as much as you can of the maximum your company's allowed. Most companies allow anywhere from 15 to 20% of your pay. Whenever we get ready to go to war, I buy stocks in drones. Matt's Tube, I always thought it was risky, but I don't know much about investing. Odeon, or wherever any other countries go to war, whenever any other countries go to war, it doesn't have to be someone where I ally with. Okay. I'm trying to learn about finances and things. That was weird. Matt's Tube, you're 40 years old, and it makes me very leery that you don't have any retirement or anything like that. So Matt's Tube, do you not know have you ever had a retirement plan? Are you saying that you have no savings for a rainy day? Okay. All right. You know, here's the thing. I get there are people that want to pretend to ask me legitimate appearing questions when they're trolling. But I'm not going to keep you around. You have a rogue mod, Eli? Why do you say I have a rogue mod, Angel? Who was banned? Can you tell me the name of the account that was banned? Because you're saying there's a rogue mod. Can you tell me the account? Angel, tell me, Angel, if you don't tell me who you were talking about that got banned, that you thought was done by a rogue mod, I will ban you right now. I'm not here to play games. You tell me what you meant, or I'm going to remove you. Because I want to answer your question. Who did you think was removed by a rogue mod? Well, that's because I've been banning them. So there's no rogue mod. The only rogue mod is myself as a channel owner. I'm removing people that I know are trolling and pretending to ask real appearing questions when they're here to waste my fucking time and yours. Yes, Matt's Tube got banned because he's trolling. He's full of shit. The questions that he's talking, he's a 40-year-old man, doesn't have any retirement, doesn't even know what it is. Get the fuck out of here. Who the fuck doesn't know what a 401k is by the time they're in their 40s? Get the fuck out of here and leave me the fuck alone. I don't need this dumb shit. I don't have time for dumb shit. I don't know what a 401k is, or I've never done it, and I don't know about investments. Are you kidding me? You're 40 years old? If you're 40 years old and you have zero money in retirement or zero money saved up for a rainy day, then I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell you. And if you're legit, dude, and you really don't know what a 401k is, or have never had a retirement plan, or you opt out of it, why would you do that? How are you going to live when you retire? You're going to depend on Social Security alone that may not even be there when you retire? And even if it is that going to be enough? God. I got to go, folks, before one of the local supermarkets closes. Thank you, everyone, for being here. Great show. ODN, I'll be in touch. Have a good one. Take care. And as always, be good to each other. And Sandra, Tia, anyone else who watches on the replay, I hope you enjoyed the show. I hope you enjoyed the show. Take care.